What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dwayne here with Growing Together Nursery, and we're getting ready for the cold, y'all. It's about to get pretty cold here in 9B. So what I'm doing here, is protecting this bad girl right here. Let me flip this bad way around, and we'll show getting ready, getting Miss Maria Mango ready for 30 degrees. Yep, we are expected to hit 30 to 31, depending on which app you believe. It all depends. This is Orange City. So, yeah, she's an everbearing. She still produces even in the wintertime. She's especial to us. Kidding. But listen, there's still some blooms on here that I'm not thrilled. But listen, she got burned the first time. I've been burned before too by these apps, so I don't know what to believe. So what we're doing is wrapping her up. I went ahead and tied up a lot of these branches with just some cheap twine. That way I can reduce the wind, right? I don't want to go ahead and keep her out too wide. So I suck in all the branches, keep her tight. That way whenever I drape the branches or the sheets over her, it's not so wide on her. It's going to keep her nice and slim. You know, I'm trying to keep her more aerodynamic as the wind is starting to kick up. You got Kiwi over here helping out, keeping the squirrels at bay. But yeah, we're going to talk about some cold damage before and afterwards. So hang with me. Just wanted to show you what she looks like before this 30 to 31 degree temps that's about to hit her. And here she's in full sun. Besides, you know, we have an oak just north of her, but she's in full sun, folks. Got a little bit of cloudy weather today, but like you just see the Mexican sunflowers just now starting to grow back. They were just looking happy again from getting frosted up. But this is the south side, right? Let me walk around and show you what else is going on here. This moringa here, this dwarf moringa took a hit. I noticed that earlier on, but it's moringa, man. You can't really worry about this too much. You scratch it, comes right back. This is all, well, could be a little dead here, but thicker branches will come back. Don't worry about it. Not really stressed, but a lot of things did take a little bit of a hit. My mulch pile took a hit. Come on, folks, hit me up. Looks like we don't have anything for sale right now. I know things are pretty slim. This is what I deal with, folks. Hey. Oh, there's a squirrel up there. That's why. Look, she's about to jump over. There's a squirrel way up there. Kiwi will bark her basically. Nope. Boom. She jumps over and onto the neighbor's shed. All right. She keeps them off the property. Come on. But anyways, this Mexican sunflower. All right. She's gone. Every day, folks. This is what I have to deal with. Hey. All right. Come on. And then she'll rip up some Mexican sunflowers a treat. Yay! Here. Come on. This right here, staying green more than the one over here. That was on the north side. All that stuff got really crispy, but this one stayed up. This will be harvested tomorrow here in a green stage, but that's all right. We'll make some salad out of it. Good tamarind and spices and such, but man, it makes a really good one. So, but it was just now coming back from this last little frost, but it's all right. It's papaya. You plant it every year. You lose some, get it back every year. It's not too serious, but got most of my stuff. The smaller stuff's all in containers here, and then this nectarine's going to hang out here. Everything else is inside the greenhouse. I guess, went ahead past couple of days and was very busy moving everything in, putting it where it needs to be. That way, once we're open again, you guys can come on through Yes, this is always a work in progress. Things are always changing and moving. And one thing that you think, hey, of course, I'm not going to go ahead and invest too much time or space into that. And then they get a primo location down the road because it's green and you don't want anything to happen to it. These little jackfruit seedlings in here, but just go ahead and tuck in as much stuff as possible that you want to save, because listen, it's just enough to go ahead and wreck everything. Well, yes, technically, if it's all small, small little seedlings, little delicate things. What I was talking about is like these angel trumpets. I'm not a big fan, but now they get primo location just because it was open. I know people want them, so I propagated some from the plant. I know. And same thing, these Gulls, now they're in here in a primo location. But it's all right. We're going to go ahead and sell those as well. Only things that are left out right now are the mulberries and the figs, because the figs can take it. They're all right. I've been using this as a time to go ahead and get rid of a lot of this wood that I had, these wooden pallets underneath. I was using them as just a quick way to get them off the ground because, hey, man, cinder blocks all through here is quite pricey. Y'all. I ain't got it like that. So now I'm just putting plastic down and putting the pallets on top. Eventually, I'll go ahead and raise them. Baby steps, folks. We're still cooking D's brew over here. For real? Oh, yeah, let me show y'all. Still brewing it up, folks. Oh, ho, ho, ho. We have it on a 10-second, timer on and off. That way it conserves, but that's good juice, y'all. Y'all don't know, man. Anyways, let me show you some trees, what it looks like now, and what it's going to look like later, because, man, this green may not be here. I mean, what will make it, what will not, folks? That is the question. But I tucked in a lot of little small things into here underneath this strawberry guava. It's starting to flower as well. Just putting out some good blooms. The lemon guava over there as well. But all this Mexican sunflower is going to keep a lot of that stuff pretty warm. So put in a lot of different herbs and the variegated, my goodness, cannas. Yes, cannas and some herbs and such, but keeping it all in there. Certain things are just going to have to be. I still got more fruit that's coming on to this red hybrid, but in here, things are looking quite toasty. I got some blooms that need some pollinating, but the cool thing about the greenhouse that I've noticed is you kind of trap them up in here, so they got nowhere to go. They'll just fly around and keep pollinating your stuff, but I know, I built it by design. No, but you got to leave the door open, that way they come up in here. But this thing is packed. Besides the front over here, I left a little walkway that way. Well, worked out that way. Kind of went ahead and that way I can come in and water. We're surrounded and it's a lot cooler back in here. I just gave it some good water and got the thermometer working. That way inside we can know exactly how warm we are up in here. This lemon zest blooming. Oh, what a mango. Can we keep her healthy and happy and somewhat productive, right? We got blooms in here, which isn't ideal for this crowded situation. This is about life and death, folks. We cannot go ahead and play around whenever it gets this cold because I could lose them. And we don't want to go ahead and have to reset waiting all this time for fruit. Like, come on, man. I ain't got time for that to reset them. We want this good, delicious fruit. When? Now. When do we want it? Yeah, no. I like patience. I get the game, but I don't like charred fruit and trees if you don't have to have them. Oh, get this Kathy. Kathy's really close up. I'm gonna have to move her back, hitting the top. And no, I'm no carpenter. I know the people are sitting here laughing at all my woodwork, but listen, this was a quick one too, little rascal style. This was already here from last year, and then this year I just attached this. Yep, levels were kind of loosely used. I know. We need some brace work, but listen, this is not for long term. This is a very short term project that literally is only going to be here for a couple of weeks, really. Our winter is very quick, but anyways, they're in here. They're happy. Malika's hanging out on the outskirts and got some gas in Barbados, but we're keeping them going, folks. Then you come out here and instantly you're like, yeah, here comes the wind. Here comes the noise. You can feel it. So we're going to do a quick walkthrough to show you what's green for the moment, because everything's about to change, folks. I try to put the thermometer over here on this little tower deal, but little pyramid, but doesn't read from inside. Venus, my girl, she's gonna have to. Nana's like, we should wrap her. I'm like, well, I think she's a very vigorous tree. She is on the north side. I believe in her. I do have faith. She's a gorgeous little tree, and I think she could take it. But I think we'll end up dropping a blanket or two over the top, just because I don't want to stress Nana out. It's a great mango. Trust me, it's good. It's good. And she's got a decent sized trunk, folks. Like, it's decent size. But she's on the north side, and that's the windy side. So I do have double insulation on the screens, but still, you can feel the wind whipping through here. Mellow, no problem. The Katuk, you know what's going to happen. It's going to freeze back, but perennial. So greens for days, y'all. Pigeon peas or gandules, guandules, wherever you're from, got different names. Gunga peas, we all know what they are. We'll hopefully take it, right? Dwarf Puerto Rican, a little honey kiss on the north side. I believe this is going to be my warmest side, as shown before. This is the one that definitely will be wrapped up, because look at all these beautiful little panties that are popping right now. Just now poking out through the top here, and this one is no other than Miss Gigantism herself. Oh man, something's eating out. Harvest Moon, my girl. And you can see that she didn't get any damage. None of the longevity got damaged from this last frost. So just now poking up through the top. We got some action all through this side over here. Probably because it gets more sun, but we'll see. That one will be wrapped up. All through here, we got some successes. Yay, new growth on the bacon. Starting to bloom up top. Beautiful lemon tree. Highly recommend it, folks. Grow you some lemons. They are gorgeous. People love them. Easy to grow. No spray action. You'll get a leaf or two until, no, well, they already started. All right. You got to spray them. Do what you got to do. I don't know, man. Not sold, man. This is a Meyer lemon. Give me my money. I'm just kidding. It's a Meyer lemon in the shade. What am I going to say? I'd rather grow this little dude there. That's probably better. Oh, my flowers. There were two little blooms and they fell off. But is she much better looking? You get a leaf or two, right? Okay. And then, yeah, it's all right. They better give me some fruit or else. We need this space because this is my warmest spot, right? It is my warmest spot. Ask the mame that should not be here, but is here. She deserves to be here. Right? Little seedling. I know. This is more of a flex to see what type of weather we get up here. Because if these can make it, well, that means that maybe a mango should be over here. Or two. Or three. may have to go ahead and adjust my growing situations. Look at this beautiful fruit. No, right here. No spray fruit, folks. If you want some easy fruit that grows in bunches, this whole limb is kind of weighed down. A little bit of fruit there. But this one's Carrie, if you haven't seen it, very easily grown. Hang on here. Very easily grown. And she's just a thug that just wants to make you happy, folks. She really just wants to drop fruit on you 3 times a year. Sweet fruit. Cut off those little ribs if you are sensitive, if you got some kidney issues. But these have to be harvested here tomorrow because of that frost. It will come in here and nip off the edges. So trying to keep most of this stuff going. I'd rather not. So tomorrow, oh, my sand told, man. They told me it was frosted. No, no one told me nothing. I planted it here, and this is a spot that we need. This is what I'm talking about. Cannot waste real estate. And some, but she's still alive. I know, there's hope. But we need the real estate. Will you do something like this, mulberry? We need fruit, right? I don't see a food forest, Wayne. Where is the food? Well, we have Bidens. We have spiderwort you can eat. We have, is this dollarweed or pennywort is edible? We got badney that's edible. Come on, we got food, y'all. Those are weeds, I know. But listen, how bad do you need to eat? Got radish on the way, packed really really tight in there, but we got some. The Russell, thought I was going to put on some blooms, but oh, is that some bloom action in there coming? Looks like it. Possibly, folks. Hang in there. Do have some radish, but these are daikons. These are different. I'll let those go to seed and then sprinkle them throughout the place. But yep, this is what it looks like still, folks. And the irrigation is off. Little Lisa, oh man. Oh, here's something I've been wanting to do here. Hang on here. Let me show you guys what we do here, growing together nursery. That way we don't feel like we're all alone in this situation. Hang on here. Ah. I know, it looks like she's all alone, and poor thing. We are going to freeze. We don't want her feeling like no one thinks about her. So, in a situation, we have what we call freeze buddies. And it's 2 trees that can take the frost. I'm going to put some mulch in here. 2 trees that can take the frost. In this case, some dwarf ever-bearing mulberries that are going to be here, and they're going to take the frost with Miss Lisa here. That way she doesn't feel so alone. Do they help in protecting her in any way? Moral support, I guess, but not so much. If she freezes, then so be it. We'll have to replace her, but I don't know. I think that it's more like, hey, you're not here all by yourself, right? Poor thing, little Atamoya. They are good until 28, but she is a little scrawny. But we got her some assistance, and they're alive, folks. I know you don't think, look at the tiniest tree. Look, stop. It's not about the actual size. It's about the support, right? They're here. We're going to take the freeze with you. I don't know. I'm going to pray as well. We'll see what happens. But look at the passion fruit. See it now? That's all about the change. I think it's going to look a little bit more like this, right? But just because we're going to get protected by a nice warm pocket right around 215 North Sparkman, just here. In Jesus' name, everyone will get a nice little warm pocket, and all of our stuff will be protected. Yay! And we'll have fruit growing immediately, right? Or will this be frozen? Look at this delicious fruit. $7.99 a pound, just for you. Oh, I know. Right next to it, we got a little bit better quality, but she won't drop anything once she gets cold. She's like, Even the other vine, I'm noticing, doesn't like any of this cold nonsense. She's like, so let me show you some other things that are crispy now and maybe crispier down the road. Well, listen, folks, this is what happens when you gamble on the garden, and Mother Nature's got a different plan. She goes, well, I'm coming through regardless of what. Then you're like, Dwayne, that's not Mother Nature. This is different. I know. Listen, we're not going to sit here and debate what had happened and why the Farmer's Almanac discontinued after more than 200 years. They're like, y'all are messing around. You're on your own, man. I can't even predict what's going to happen because the weather is a crazy game. A little Kathy graph there. Here's another one. This one already split. That one should be going to seed here in a little bit. But look at this. In grand scheme of things, even though the ground cover's fried, this little Mexicola Grande is loving life. And she likes her position. This one checks all the bases for this and that, right? Kiwi, what are you doing? Oh. It has a head tilt. A little head tilt, huh? And see, it's still pushing from the top, folks. It still wants to go ahead and grow. All these little turpentine and some failed grafts. Thought you said that you were 100. No. I'm not 100% with any of my grafts. I may swing around the 75, 80% mark, depending on what it is. But no, not hitting 100%. Got a lot of training, a lot more practice to do, folks. Little wax shambu and papaya mix. I want to leave all that stuff on there as more of a protection, right? That's probably some more wasted real estate, but we're playing it out, folks. Come on. Can we dream? Can we dream Orange City and the world, huh? I know I started this as a local deal, but I just wanted to have the most mangoes on the block, and I think I got carried away along the way, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But, oh, I just saw that. VP, are you with me? Oh, my goodness. Right now? You decide to do this now? On new issue day? Oh my gosh. I didn't notice this whole time. Now she's dropping one out the back on the north side, folks. North side, right? Obviously, though, look at this. Straight up, didn't see this before. Wow. No damage on this side. No frost on this whole side here, right? Now, why is that? Well, down below, no frost, damage on this side. Why? Maybe because of this planted on the west side. It's just now growing out, right? Look at this side. This is the west side of the tree right here. And then this is the south side. Watch this. So you still got a little bit of damage there. Boom. Out here, let me see if I can't get you guys a little bit better. We lost a lot of the leaves up top already. This got a little bit of that frost burn up top. She's VP. She's obviously going to come right back. I'm not super stressed. Will she get some frost cloth again? No, I don't think so. No, I think all this is just going to go as natty as possible, and whatever makes it, folks. I know. Oh my gosh, how tough. I'm not. Listen, this breaks my heart to come out here and you see that? You see that? It's like the wrestling. Oh no, come on somebody. Look, finally these little bananas, and I don't stress about these, but this is just funny. The little bananas are just now turning out some new green, spikes of some sort of energy. But no, another one's on the way, folks. Turpentines growing pretty big. So we'll see what happens with those. But this one is the one that I'm really protecting here. This Maria graft that I made, right? This is on turpentine, and it's just under the turpentine branch. So graft it right here. And all that is beautiful Maria mango. It's one branch kicking off 3 already. So look at that. I mean, come on, somebody. Hopefully the top will keep all of that frost from hitting her. Not only is it on there, we got a sweet tart seedling graft on here as well. We don't believe you. Let's see if we can't get you in. There's a graft there. You see it? You see it, folks. You see it. All right. Still got a little bit of grafting tape on there, but comes up and right there. And this little piece was sticking out in this one. So he's going to learn that this place gets a little chilly. Does it make her stronger? I don't know. We're about to find out. But yeah, the top's already got a little bit charred up from this past time. So this is all going to be a wild experiment to be able to grow them this far and see what makes and what doesn't. In between here, I still need more stuff. Like this is child's play. Like I'm still putting mulberries in here. I need bigger growth all through here because this time of year freezes back. So I'm thinking more katuk. You see this? This can take a lot. Thinking more Mexican sunflower, something, because obviously in the wintertime, keeping all this a lot higher than what it is right now is definitely necessary. But this is a young system. I'm not going to beat myself up over that. And we are growing together. Thanks for tuning in and checking us out. You don't have to be here, but do appreciate it. If you are, if you haven't subscribed, what? All right, it's all right. I know. It's your first time. Welcome. Whole deal. We show you the truth. We show you what's happening. Some things, are successes. Others, I will tell you that we're still working on things. Look at this successful graft right here. From there, he's starting to bud out from the top. So looks like sticks, but this is a dwarf everbearing that will give us a few gallons of fruit in no time. Yep, things are waking up over here from this last little freeze, but what do? Do we cry over it whenever we lose some? No. Try it again. You learn from your mistakes. Keep planting. I ain't gonna stop. But Dwayne, you're a fool if you continue. No, you just adjust. Grow more in pots. I don't know. Grow them closer together. What? More together? Look at all this Suriname cherry starting to bloom right now. I don't know if these little flowers are gonna hold. I don't know if it's gonna hold, but we'll see. Right next to this, you see the difference? Orange sherbet little seedling right next to the Suriname, and the Suriname's like, yay, living her best life, and this one's like, burr. But crispy is, yep, on the menu out here. Further go north, well, you gamble a little bit more. Yes, it's a little bit cheaper compared to Orlando, but you got to adjust. It's a different way of growing, and I think you just got to grow them in tighter. Well, Dwayne, you're ridiculous. Look how tight. Listen. I'm not saying to do it like me. I'm a little bit different, and I have to push the envelope, right? I'm saying you do it like you, but you do grow them a little bit tighter and grow what you can, right? Look at this. Mulberries are starting to kick over here. Which one is this one? This one's the Thai dwarf. And it doesn't go into flower mode. If you've never grown a mulberry, it goes right into fruit mode. Boom. Doesn't look like much, but all the little buds are waking up, and this thing's about to explode with thousands of little fruits. And who doesn't like a good mulberry? Like, what type of weirdo? I mean, what type of citizen doesn't like sweet little berries? I mean, better than blackberries and blueberries and strawberries. You said, I know, I said it. And better than schnozberries, wherever those are. Like, I'm telling you, these little fruits and trees should be in everyone's backyard just because how easily they're grown. And even for, an area that gets cold, dude, anyone can grow these. It's child's play. Listen, this will make you feel like a kid because of how much fruit you'll be standing on here in no time because it just drips. It'll drip fruit on you. Hang tight. We'll show you what she looks like in the end, but this thing's getting ready to let loose. You got to have some small wins in between gut punches, folks. You know, there's a little bit of things that you still struggle with, but listen, I'm doing it to myself, and I get it. This is how we do it, though. I know, listen, I didn't mean that, but listen, two grass over here that are killing it. Still looking good. Protect them, put them underneath. They'll be a-okay. They'll be your friend. So underneath, that's all turpentine on top. I didn't even show you this one. I was talking mulberry. Look, boom. You got blooms underneath there? What you working with? That one is your girl Floragon. That stiff chicken? No, she's a good one, dude. She's entry level, intro for Indo, right? That is, and she's a good little tree to have on the side. You give this one, you get people warmed up. This one's a young one though. All right, a little Floragon. It's not too bad. Blooming underneath a little canopy. So baby steps. No, we're not going to let her rock any fruit. Way too small, but just showing you what's possible this time of year. Tree convangans are just ready to come off. Well, I want to leave them on as long as possible. I want to leave them on that way they're nice and ripe, but we'll see. But in the winter, here we are, mid-January, and this thing is still hanging some hangers on there, folks. But this one's a sweet one. I want to apologize to her. You know, at first I'm like, no, she's bitter, she's this. No. First couple of years, you work out the fruit. Now I think she deserves a spot here, and she's got more seeds, so maybe better for grafting, in my opinion. But we're gonna find out if they germ out. I haven't seen them just yet. I just dropped them in some soil. Versus the little dwarf Hawaiian that, man, this one and that little baby Carrie got a ton of fruit that I had to drop off just because, yeah, it was getting freezer burn. It's like a sponge. You can feel it. It's not the same. That frost hit it. So, yeah, it doesn't taste the same. It's not going to be edible. So we'll see. Compost or, I don't know. Eat it. Let's see. All right, dude. Come on, dude. Let's try it. All right, hang on. And we get it to stand up. I know, it's not very good. I'm going to tell you, a little spongy, but let's see. If there's any water in it, if there's any merit, this one's already, let's see here. It is Wednesday. We were supposed to hit up the market. Yeah, dude, it's weak. Weak. You can feel it. See? Has like a mild loquat flavor, but yeah, not very good. Not right here. Only because she got hit up with that frost, so lots of seeds in here though, which is nice. Nah. What's wild is if you drop this star fruit down here, not much will eat it, which is cool because rodents and squirrels and such won't be an issue. Let's see here. I'd say there's a lot of juice for what it is, but it's just mild, and obviously you want this to be like, let me show you. No. Good amount of seeds, which are nice. For grafting purposes, I'll hang on to these, but not sweet at all. That's no bueno, folks. Let's see here. Just grab one. I know. Just wait, folks. It has to be the right one. She doesn't want to come off. All right, this one here. Decided to pluck on off. And it still would take a little bit more time. It's still not peak ripeness, but as you can tell just by the green little ribs on there, you want it to be totally yellow. You could go ahead and take this and put it on your countertop, let it ripen up a little bit more. But how I eat it, how we do it here, right, is you cut off these little ribs, just the little ribs on there. Allegedly has oxalates and may or may not damage your kidney. So err on the side of caution. Do your own research. Don't sue me. No doctor, no healer, right? That's a disclaimer. So that's how we do it. Just peel off the edges. Not saying you're totally clear, but everything in moderation, folks. All right? So, how is it? Find out. Very nice. No bitterness. Back to it. No rest for the weary. Whoa, sorry. Shriek and banging. Good little fruit. You like star fruit? Think about it. To me, it's nice to have two different ones, but which ones would those be? I'd say Carrie and Shriek remain as of right now, but things may change. Uh-oh. I still got meatloaf cooking on the tree. What does that mean? Well, they're either going to get sweeter and better, or they're going to flop and burn off. But at 30 degrees, well, we don't know if it's going to stay at 30 or if these apps are wrong. I think it hit 25 down here. Like, we have no clue. M4 little seedling took a little bit of a burn on the tip there, but it'd be nice to be able to spruce up another coconut flavored mango, just because that is my jam. If you've never had one, shame on you. But if you have, then you get the addiction, folks. You understand how Coco Loco can get out of control, man. Just me? All right. Well, this one, a little Sassy Love seedling over here, took a little bit of a fry job up on top, but I believe she's in a good location, and I think she could bounce back. They're not big trees. In 10 years, we'll find out, right? I know. Don't plant seedlings. It takes forever. I get it. I'm not telling everybody to plant seedlings. This is what I'm doing just to screw around and have some fun. But also keep the grafts in a pot for now, because you can lose them over here. I'm not going to sit there and tell you otherwise, because if you freeze the graft, it will go. White zapote might be the answer. Peach and nectarines and persimmons. I know. All of those security trees. But you want to push the envelope and you're up this high in 9B, then so be it. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your yard, but I'll tell you that I'm having a ball pushing the zone. But you're losing money. I know. I get it. I understand. But when you do get success, it's just that much better. But listen, folks, we got to go. It's going to be a cold one. Y'all stay warm wherever you're at. Hopefully it's not too bad for you. But, oh, we still got watermelon to pick, y'all. Look at this. Still got to grab this one. So, all right, folks, got to go. Harvest. All right, got to